It's now been 3 years since we congratulated ourselves about hosting Super Bowl L. It's now going to be at least 6 years until it comes back, and the smartest money says that it won't be back until the 49ers build a new stadium to replace their old new stadium. This was the argument one humble typist, well, me, made at the time to must finger-wagging and shame on Ewing, and the obvious evidence is bearing that out. The San FranClara Super Bowl was clearly a one-off eased into the momentary vacuum of suitable West Coast Super Bowl sites. Now, as we resurvey the landscape, the West Coast is lousy with Super Bowl sites. So, unless the Raiders move again, Las Vegas is a disaster, or the cost overruns in Los Angeles start to rival the space program, the NFL doesn't need San Francisco at all. Or for that matter, particularly want it. Barring massive glitches, Las Vegas will be an automatic Super Bowl rotation regular, and the same for Los Angeles. Arizona has a growing amount of history on its side as a preferred place to hold a corporate bacchanal. New Orleans is everyone's ideal of the perfect place for said bacchanal, plus there's Dallas, plus there's Atlanta and/or Miami, plus there is the next new stadium game to be played in other cities, and, we should mention this, Jed York is not a power broker among the owners. He is too young, not rich enough, relatively speaking, of course, and is also considered by the powerful and hardliners among the owners having been too conciliatory on the great Kaepernick agony fests. This last point matters because the owners have no earthly notion of what to do about social justice or what the league's position should be on employee protest, but they are excellent at delegating blame. That's why Kaepernick has no job, and why owners are being deposed, and why they are gathering at meetings to figure out ways to punish players without having the right to deport them. The other owners won't say so publicly, and maybe not even to York personally, but they think to themselves that a stronger owner would have stopped the Kaepernick train before it got started. This is not the main reason San Francisco won't get the Super Bowl, though. It's money, and there is more money to be made and fewer complications to endure in all those other venues. The Bay Area is the one thing it cannot stand being insufficiently desirable to billionaires, but that's the landscape in the postmodern NFL, an aging and increasingly reactionary world in which the San Francisco geography, the Silicon Valley caricature, even Oakland's dismissive rejection of the NFL's take-it-and-leave-it offers viz. The Raiders all work against getting perks like a Super Bowl, and the same almost certainly will prove to be true for the College Football National Championship as well. Santa Clara is getting this one, but when LA's stadium is done and the NCAA comes to peace with the money fountains of Las Vegas, San Francisco will have seen the last of those as well. This is not a tragedy, either, but the reality of a sporting landscape that no longer even tries to pretend that the business serves the games rather than the other way around. This is evolution, kids, and evolution wins every time, at least until the meteor hits and the best available Super Bowl site will be a tar pit. Linebacker Reuben Foster, cleared of charges that could have ended his time with the 49ers after one season, is scheduled to be back at work at the team's Santa Clara practice facility on Thursday. Foster has not taken part in the 49ers off-season program, which opened on April 16. The Santa Clara County District Attorney's Office filed 2 felony domestic violence charges against Foster on April 12, charges the 49ers labeled as disturbing. Judge Nona L. Clippen announced on Wednesday she found no merit in the accusations. During testimony last week, the woman who initially made the claims said she lied about Foster's actions during the alleged incident on Feb. 11 in Los Gatos for her own financial gain and to ruin Foster's career. She recanted her statements to police 2 days later, but the DA's office pressed forward with the charges. The felony domestic violence charges against Foster were dropped, and a felony charge of possession of an assault weapon was reduced to a misdemeanor on Wednesday. tackle Joe Staley, the longest-tenured 49ers player, said he has seen Foster this offseason and looks forward to one of the team's top young players rejoining his teammates. "Just real excited about that," the news. Staley said Wednesday night at the 49ers State of the Franchise event in San Jose. "Obviously, that's real positive. So, I'm excited to see him come back whenever he comes back to the building, and give him a hug and move forward." Reference to Foster's victory in court from a team employee was greeted with enthusiastic cheers among many of the approximate 1,100 attendees at the event. Santa Clara, the San Francisco 49ers on Wednesday unveiled new alternate uniforms at the second annual State of the Franchise event at the California Theater in downtown San Jose. Inspired by fan feedback, the 49ers will wear their much-heralded throwback uniforms from the 1994 Super Bowl season for one home game, yet to be determined. During the 2018 season, the 49ers revealed their sleek, old look by welcoming 5 current players onto the stage: Joe Staley, Richard Sherman, DeForest Buckner, Robbie Gould, and Kyle Juszczyk, along with the Hall of Famer who helped make the style so popular, Jerry Rice. The uniform features white jerseys and pants, the iconic drop shadow number 3 stripe sleeve, black and red pant stripes, and a throwback oval decal on the side of helmet and throwback. Mark on front bumper of helmet. The San Francisco 49ers Nike Vapor Untouchable uniform features the latest Nike football uniform framework with minimal seams and fewer panels than traditional builds. The modern design helps improve stretch, mobility, range of motion and durability, insights Nike took directly from its athletes, creating a shrink-wrap fit resulting in fewer grab points for the opposing team. The 1994 throwbacks will be the team's alternate uniform for the 2018 season, replacing the team's black-on-black uniforms worn since the 2015 season. These uniforms will remain available for the team to wear in the future. "We loved the opportunity to marry the history and heritage of the 49ers franchise with the modern innovation of our latest football chassis, the Nike Vapor Untouchable uniform," said Nike Art Director of NFL Uniforms Tom Andrick. "It was a way to honor the past while representing the future." The San Francisco 49ers Media Services provided this report.